back to my channel. So we have my lovely boyfriend Stephen here, back due to popular demand for another Christmas festive video. How are you feeling about this one?
Feeling good, feeling good. I enjoyed the last one.
Yeah, super fun. Thanks everyone for your lovely comments. I know it's not easy being a boy coming on talking about perfume and stuff. So yeah, I'll leave the link to our last video we did the other day on men's perfume. But today we're gonna do predicting the Christmas bestseller. So essentially, every year, one perfume will sell the most out of all perfumes. And it's usually the ones that, you see advertised everywhere, the big famous ones.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is to do with, men going into the shop, deciding what to buy for whoever it is they're buying for. So, no, because I've already got lots of perfume, no.
What do you buy the perfume for someone that's a perfume expert? I mean, it's just... I'll buy you Empress, actually.
Oh, thanks. So what I've got here is like the best sellers, and I have my opinion on what I think will be like the number 1, 2, 3 this year, but I'd love to get Stephen's view. So I've kind of whittled it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to get your view. These are like the most popular, most talked about ones.
Is this like with music, with the Christmas number 1?
Yeah.
Which perfume's going to be the Christmas number 1?
Exactly, exactly. And yeah, exactly. So for the past few years, there's been 2 perfumes which have always been kind of like the number 1 sellers across every market. I won't tell you? Okay. Okay, I'll see if you can guess then.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to start off with this one from Lancôme. This is Vie Est Belle.
Okay.
So this is the perfume advertised with Julia Roberts as the face of the fragrance. You might recognise the bottle.
Didn't she do a movie recently?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
With
George Clooney.
An espresso guy.
Yeah, an espresso guy.
I quite like an espresso. Yeah.
So here it is. This is an old limited edition bottle. It doesn't normally have these lines on it. But this is what the bottle looks like.
Do you want me to review the bottle, the box, or just
everything,
the smell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like
yeah.
First impressions.
So that's the perfume. It's actually got a limited edition version this year called the Vie Est Belle Evil, kind of. And this is how it looks. But it's got this cute little ruffle on it here, limited edition, and it's refillable as well.
That's good. Right, which one am I trying this for?
It's the same perfume. Okay, so the Vie Est Belle.
There's a sweetness I can smell. It's quite strong as well. I quite like the bottle. Holding the bottle in my hand is quite
Feels good?
Yeah, it feels good. It's got something to it. I don't know if it would blow me away if I saw it on the side. Like, it doesn't look as good as Empress does. Empress on the side. Like, looks just like loads of others. But smells good. It's quite sweet, quite nice.
Okay.
It does have that sort of quite. I think it could be quite a popular perfume. And then with Julia Roberts behind it, like for guys, people are like, oh yeah, Julia Roberts, we know her, we recognise her.
Yeah.
So it must be a good perfume. So it'd be sort of one I would consider getting. Sister, or I don't know.
Yeah, like it, but not blown away.
I wouldn't buy it for my mum.
No.
That wouldn't be suitable for my mum, I don't think. She likes, a bit more classy. I'm not saying that isn't classy, I'm just saying there's another level of...
She doesn't like sweet gourmand.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next one is one that you will recognise.
Yes.
This was in your video last year.
Yes. Yes.
It's Celeron Black Opium.
Yes. This is a big one, isn't it? These
are all big.
This is Christmas party time.
Yes, I recommended this in my Christmas party video.
Smells like Infernos at 3 a.m.
That's a club in London. So what do you think of this?
It's powerful. It's Christmas party time. It's a night impressive sort of, nighttime impressive perfume.
Do you think it'll do better than Vie Est Belle?
Well, I mean, I'm putting my commercial hat on here.
Commercial hat.
And I would say that with Julia Roberts releasing a movie recently, and there's a lot of stuff going on with her and George Clooney, like they seem to be providing stuff, and I think she's quite popular. I don't know who the front person is for Black Opium.
I can't recall the name, but it's not a big superstar. It's maybe a model that...
So if you're saying to me the sales spike because of men buying perfumes for their women in their lives, then I would say this should do better than that. But if the spike is caused mainly by women buying it for themselves, which is what I suspect,
I don't think so for
this
Christmas.
might be better. Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
So far this is ahead of that.
Okay. Okay, so you've got that number 1, 2.
But I think they're both good perfumes.
Yes.
Good, solid perfumes. I could definitely buy them for friends and family for different situations. Right, what's next?
The next one is Yves Saint Laurent Libre. This is the one that has Dua Lipa as the face of the fragrance. So you've probably seen those adverts. That's what it smells like.
It's very different to those two.
It is very different, yeah, well done.
I don't know, more citrusy than sweet, and it's not as sort of like, it hasn't got those sort of nighttime going out overtones. It's more in between the two, I would say, but is it citrusy more than sweet, or is there something else?
It has a citrus top note, and then it's orange blossom heart, which is citrusy and floral. And then it also has a lavender in, which is quite calming. It's definitely, for me, I think the original Eau de Parfum is very much a daytime perfume, quite relaxing. The Intense or the Le Parfum version that just came out is perhaps a little bit more evening, but it's not got any sweetness like they have.
I buy that for my mum.
Yeah. More
so than those two.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I think it's a little bit more classy, the smell, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're all classy in their own way, but yeah.
So would you put that as higher than them?
No, I think this is, if you're talking about bestsellers.
Yeah.
I mean, if I order what I prefer.
But this is Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Is she cooler than Julia Roberts?
Yeah, but guys would guys buy a perfume because of Dua Lipa?
Yeah, surely.
I think Julia Roberts has more like star appeal than Dua Lipa. No?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm probably not the best person to ask. Although I do listen, Dua Lipa's on my Spotify playlist. Yeah, I think the Calvin Harris ones are on my playlist. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, I'll put that in the middle.
Okay.
I'll say my favourite ones and the most successful ones and see if it's the same.
Okay.
There we go.
And then, so next we have a very famous one that's been around for quite a while now, Chanel's Coco Mademoiselle.
Oh, big one.
As you can see, this is empty, but it still really smells of the fragrance, and it's what my mum wears, so you're instantly recognisable, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the one, isn't it? It's like the major player.
Major success, number 1 for Chanel.
This is like the equivalent in Christmas number 1 of Take That. You know, who always gets a Christmas? No, Cliff Richard. Cliff Richard always used to get a Christmas number 1. No?
He did? I feel like Take That hasn't been around for a while.
No, I don't know who gets Christmas number 1s now. Like, okay, so who's the ginger guitarist dude?
Ed Sheeran.
It's the Ed Sheeran of Christmas number 1s.
I wonder what Chanel would think about that.
Or Taylor Swift. It's the Taylor Swift or Ed Sheeran of Christmas number 1s. You heard it here first.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, she used to have perfumes, but they're all discontinued. So I'm wondering if she's going to come out with a new one at some point, or become the face of a fragrance like Lady Gaga did when she discontinued Fame. I have spidey feelings about that. So Coco Mademoiselle, so what do you think of it?
Like I said, it's the GOAT, isn't it?
It's the GOAT.
It's the GOAT.
Greatest of all time.
It's the greatest of all time. It's like the Messi, the Ronaldo, it's
the
like
Kane.
the Ed Sheeran, it's the
Bellingham.
It's the Bellingham, you know.
So where do you put it compared to them?
I mean, likelihood of buying it for an important family member.
Number 1.
It's the head of the pack.
Okay, interesting. So I've got another Chanel here, actually. So Chanel Chance, and there's 4 different versions of Chanel Chance. I have my article and video on that whole thing.
It's a fantastic article, by the way.
But this one is Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, and I think this is the best seller. The original Chanel Chance has a bit patchouli, musky feeling. Eau Tendre comes in like this pink design, and I think it sells better than the original. It's probably the one that's most well known. So, and it's really quite different to Coco Mademoiselle. Let me find some space.
Yeah, okay, a bit more subtle than the others.
It is definitely, it's a very toilette. How do you think it compares?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite sort of like a classic, simple, you know, like a minimalist sort of classy sort of style. I get that. So I could easily go for that in terms of how it's sort of marketed and how it's sort of look and feel. I don't think it's like a blow you away kind of perfume for me. Like it would be like if it's a special present. In my mind, I'd probably go for something.
The Coco Mademoiselle.
Yeah, something that's just a bit. But this is quite classy and sort of quite minimalist, which I also quite like. I'm a big fan of those, you know, quality. It's a quality perfume. It's got I think
it's got the kudos of the Chanel brand. I also think perhaps if you're buying for someone who's like really likes pink, lighter vibe.
And it's a great brand.
This is probably,
it's in the mix.
It's in the mix, but where would you put it? Like
in terms of success at Christmas, in terms of success, I'd probably put it below, I'd probably put it at the bottom.
I got 3 more here. So the next one is a new perfume that came out a few months ago, which everyone is talking about. It's got so much, I can't even begin to imagine how much money they've spent on advertising. Emma Watson, the fragrance. So it's the new Prada, and Prada haven't released a new perfume with like a whole new line of perfumes for over 10 years. So it's a big deal. Obviously it's very on brand, Prada triangle, and you just can't really escape it. Everyone's seen it, I think, the adverts, even if you're not into perfume.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's even been on during football, the adverts.
It has actually. So what do you think?
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's got nice, I like the smell, I like it. I mean, it's not blowing me away either, but it feels like it's in this sort of camp, just from somebody that's not got best nose.
It is,
I can't pick all of the, the layers, but I actually think this will be quite successful this Christmas. I just got a feeling. Looking at it as a not an expert like you, it does have a very classy feel to it. I look at that and I think, that's Prada.
It's a weighty bottle. It feels nice.
It does look quite small though.
That's a 30 ml. That's why.
There you go. And if I was to give it from a product perspective, I'm all about building products. I don't like this.
Oh, you don't?
I don't like that. I think this is odd.
I think it's so memorable though.
Yeah, I don't know, but then the Prada logo is at an angle, and if that's on my dressing table, that would annoy me.
Oh.
So I'd probably do it like that, upside down.
Right, like a Christmas tree. It's a good job you're not head of Prada marketing, hey?
But I'm
putting
it
at the top?
In terms of success, I don't like the smell any more or less than the ones in the sort of top half. This is the one I prefer the most, I think, still,
Yeah, you do.
So, but this is the success. Yeah, I think this is always going to be... Anyway, let's go to the next one.
So next one is Miss Dior from Dior. So when it comes to like the big perfume brands, I think you've got Chanel and you've got Dior. Heavy advertising. Miss Dior, as you guys probably know, is one of the original Miss Dior Cherie inspired my perfume Empress. And then I really did like their old Miss Dior perfumes. Recently, 21, they changed it, Miss Dior, the formulation, and it's now a very light Lily of the Valley fragrance that I don't really like, but I think it will do well because the branding and everything is beautiful. And what I have here is Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming, which is their other version of it that's an eau de parfum, and I personally recommend this over just the original, what is now the original Miss Dior eau de parfum, just because it's way better for lasting, it's stronger. Let me give you this to smell.
It's bloomy and impressive, isn't it?
It reminds me a bit of Empress, actually, my fragrance.
Yeah, it's not as good as that, but it's got some similarities, but no, it's nowhere near as good.
So in terms of the Miss Dior and the branding and stuff like that, how well do you think it'll do?
Yeah, I actually think it's a nice perfume. Again, it feels in the same camp. It's got its own distinctive sort of notes to it.
That one's got berries.
It's not too sweet, but it's berries. It's not sweet, but it's not citrus. It's patchouli, which is a familiar smell in this apartment, I must say, which I love. So analogy time. I know it's the World Cup, and I appreciate that not everyone knows everything about the World Cup, especially me. But if we talk about the GOATs, this is one of the GOATs.
It is.
And I would say this is kind of like Ronaldo. It's been strong for a long time, but it's probably starting to, This one, for me, is like the Messi. Dior is the Messi. For me, it's just everywhere. I mean, Harrods is covered in Dior.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
For me, it's they're really just...
Their branding is better than Chanel this year, I think, for sure.
And then I think, Prada with Paradoxe, you could say that could be like the Mbappe. Could be a future go, it's, coming through. So on that basis, these two are up here, and I'm going to put this behind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I've got one final one for you. This is Giorgio Armani's C. This has Kate Blanchett as the face of the fragrance. You see this quite heavily advertised as well. That's what it smells like.
Not the biggest fan of that as a scent, personally.
So So this original one is quite vanilla-y, patchouli. You guys know that I love the intense version, which has like a blackcurrant note in it.
Doesn't seem impact. It's not hitting me.
It's not hitting you.
No.
Where would you put it?
I wouldn't say it's still nice. It's still nice, but you know, this is like the elite team, isn't it?
So where would you put it then?
So it's Armani C.
Yeah.
I don't know. I suspect it's probably going to be more successful this Christmas than these three.
Okay.
This one's always going to get interest, isn't it? Because it's Chanel. But yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I think I've got good sense.
So you're thinking there's Miss Dior, Coco Mademoiselle number 1, then the new Paradoxe, then the Vie Est Belle, C, then YSL Libre, then Black Opium, then Chanel Chance. I kind of agree with you in general. My gut feeling is that this year the new Prada Paradoxe will outsell Coco Mademoiselle, which is normally the Christmas number 1. But I think we might have a new winner this year. So I think this will still do really well. I haven't seen it advertised as much as normal actually. And I have seen Miss Dior advertised loads. So I think they might be neck and neck. I think Vie Est Belle has been out for quite a while now. It just had its 10-year anniversary. I think the Dua Lipa fragrance, I think this will do well. I think the branding and everything of that is nice. And it's like a bit more flexible and it's harder to have a strong opinion disliking it when compared to the sweetness of Vie Est Belle. So then I would say Vie Est Belle, then Armani, Black Opium, and I think Chanel Chance towards the end. So kind of similar.
Yeah, with a few tweaks.
But I do feel that this could be the year Prada Paradoxe.
It looks like they're pushing it.
Makes Chanel and Dior worry.
Yeah.
So so that was fun. Thank you so much. It smells lovely in here now.
Can I say what I like rather than what I think?
Of course you can.
So I'd switch it around and have Black Opium.
You love your Black Opium.
And I'd probably just keep it like that. Probably.
Okay. Yeah. Very good.
So
there you go. So guys, let me know what you think is going to be like the top bestseller or top 5. Let me know in the comments down below. We do read all your comments, don't we?
One more thing.
Yeah?
Empress is going to be here.
Well, yeah, imagine.
Come on, guys. You know it makes sense.
That's very sweet of you to say. Yes, my Perfume Empress, available with worldwide shipping. Link in the description box. Thank you.
I love it. It's brilliant. It's the best present. Yeah. So many people have been so grateful to receive it as a present. So I'm just being honest.
It's so cute.
You can call me biased if you like. I'm just being honest.
Okay guys, so thanks so much for watching as always. Do give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, it's really helpful. And do check to see if you're subscribed. All of these will be linked down below in the description box as normal. But yeah, that's it guys, so thanks so much for watching and Merry Christmas. Bye.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
So the next...
I think I've just broken the chair.
You did, it's alright.
Am I going to fall over in a minute?
We'll see.
I saw Margot Robbie in Inferno's about 10 years ago.
Famous.
Yeah, and do you know what? She chatted me up.
No, she did not.
Well, maybe it was one of her friends, I don't know. But anyway, still, claim to fame. But it's
That's my gut feeling.
But it's like Mbappe versus Messi, right? Mbappe and Messi are going to play each other in the final. Who's going to come out on top? There you go. So it's between those two. And then Ronaldo's been knocked out.